Hello everybody and welcome to another flight review, and this one is starting a little bit differently to most. So myself and Tom, once again, we're on our way to Manchester Airport. It is 6:05 PM on Friday the 14th of February 2025, Valentine's Day. And about maybe 2 hours ago we had a message from British Airways saying that unfortunately, due to quote operational reasons, we are unable to serve food and drink on your flight today. That's slightly frustrating, isn't it? Just give me a biscuit. Absolutely. Needless to say, we don't know whether or not that will affect the cup of tea, water, coffee, maybe a biscuit or small pack of pretzels on board. Many of you who watched our video of the Airbus A320neo and A321neo flights in May of 2024 will know exactly what we're referring to. So already things are getting a bit interesting. So as a result, it's really good that I brought something to actually drink / eat beforehand, which was actually something they did say in the email. They said, please make sure you have purchased food and drink before the flight. So this will have to do, I think, but it's really good stuff. Now, I don't want to tempt fate, but the last time I was in a lift, I got stuck in one for an hour and a half. So fingers crossed. The good news is I got further than last time. Literally, I got that much, but the doors wouldn't open.
Doors opening.
Came out and it was just like, where now? Excuse the squeaky shoes. Why the squeaky board? What, that one? That one. Somebody will get the reference.
Put in the comments the reference.
Comments in the reference, please. Or reference in the comments, please, that one. Nice spoonerism there. Oh, thank goodness it was Baltic outside. Must be half term. I actually think it genuinely is half term. Yeah, I think so. Right, so we have actually just checked in one bag, but we've just got to go through a different baggage area because it's a soft bag we're taking. So be right back. There we go. all checked in with the bags and 2 lovely tags for carry-on. So,
I must admit, these always remind me of Belfast. That was the first time we had one.
tell you what, I know it's, what, 7:30 now? It is very quiet considering it's half term, but then again, like I say, 7:30 PM.
I mean, it might be half term, we don't know for sure.
I think it is. I'm fairly certain it is.
Yeah, Baltic's just gone behind it. There's a 380.
Can just about see there, that is the A321 Neo. Over there, King of the Skies, Airbus A380 Emirates. Lovely. Cha-ching. Boots meal deal. Well, this is where we've literally just walked through security gates with the boarding passes. That is the gate right there, 142. And that's the walkway we'll hopefully be going down, and not that one on the left, because it's absolutely freezing. Just about vaguely see our plane coming in. Yep, here she is. There's Jack eating a sandwich.
Good sandwich.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hugh Jaws theme tune.
Do 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 do. Oh, airplane. Do 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 do. And shut down. And there's gentleman walking with the chocks. There you go.
In front, nice field, landing in, coming in. And then right to there, and said, okay.
I thought that. I was like, oh.
Right, there you'll start.
Cheers. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you very much.
That's all right,
You
take
see
your
that?
seat.
Just don't
Very
go
much.
over your head. Good evening.
Cheers. And that one as well, please. Perfect. Just make sure that can shut. Taking the curtain with me by the looks of things. There we go. All good. All good, yeah? So it actually looks like it could be quite a quiet flight. There was hardly anybody there in the waiting area by the gate, so it could be quite a quiet flight. But needless to say, we're on board. Looking forward to this. A brief look. I'll say one thing. The tray's in better condition than the Emirates one that was next to us on the way to Dubai last year, because that one kept falling down. There's plenty of sick bags in here. I'm hoping we won't need them. There we go.
Very good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome on board what is essentially this private jet down to Heathrow. BA 1373 for all 13 of you. My name's Nathan Peters, first officer on board today's flight. Joining me in the flight deck, joined by Captain Shona Bowman. As you boarded today, a team of 4 in the back, led by in-flight manager Brett. They're here for your comfort, but primarily your safety. So they'll give you a safety demonstration pertinent to this Airbus A320. As we taxi out, if you can please pay attention, it's for your safety and for those around you, so it's very much appreciated. Well, firstly, thank you all for boarding so promptly. I think, if anything, it's a little bit too promptly. We are pretty much all fully ready to go. The bags are loaded. The jet bridge is away on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, we're that early that we kind of have to wait a bit for about 25 minutes. I think schedule is around about 1/2 past, so we planned to leave about 10 minutes early, putting us about 20 past. That's still 25 minutes from now.
I'll do myself.
So what I'll do is just turn the belts off for now and let you roam around, use the facilities, etc., and then I'll put them on closer to the time. That being said, though, when we do get going, it's a short taxi here to the westerly-ish facing runway. Flight time's around about 35 minutes. We've just flown over, it was nice and smooth, so we'll turn the belts off as soon as we can, but we always recommend that you keep fastened just in case of any unforeseen turbulence. That's it for me. I've got the pleasure of flying you down, so unless anything changes between now and in 25 minutes time, I'll get back to you with the latest arrival time and the weather, but for now just sit back, relax, we'll get very warm.
Yep. There he is. But yeah, I've got a rope to myself now. So there you go. Just a bit mad this one because, you know, decent view. Oh wait. Yeah. It's still 13 people on this aircraft. Could you just put like a 787 or an A350 on it? Just put the 2 on that one. Bonkers. So again, as you probably heard the first officer saying, we are just literally sitting and waiting at the moment for our slot to head down to Heathrow, but seatbelt signs, they're off. So things are pretty relaxed. Looking forward to this, and even better, actually, what I didn't film was when I moved seats. They've given us some water, and not one, but two packs of biscuits each. Thanks, BA. Thing is, though, if it is, there's just 13 people on it. This thing is going to go off like a rocket. So, woohoo! Let's see how much the thrust to weight ratio of this one is. Will it be better than the 380 or the 350? Tell you what, let's find out. Do like these. Do like this feeling. You know, that support. Yeah, fair play. Good seat. I think whilst we've got time, we can have a little look at the Life Cafe. This was also, they said there wasn't any of this available in the email and text message before we got to the airport. But that's okay, they've given us free bickies. I'm alright with that. Good looking stuff in here though. Ooh, what's that? Jolly Hog. Smoked bacon roll. Nice. Of course that is if you like bacon. Nice stuff in here, to be fair. Nice snacky stuff. And you've got to have British tea. Afternoon tea, haven't you? As a Brit. Our British original afternoon tea. Oh, it does look nice, to be fair. I'll give them that. Tell you what, I wasn't a massive fan of Aperol Spritz not long ago, but in the last 2 years I've really gone to like them. In fact, no, that's an understatement. I love them. See? Aperol Spritz. There we go. Say, is that wine from Kent? Not bad. Don't know if you can see that, it's just struggling to focus. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're still sitting here, but they've actually pulled the air bridge away, and that's been there for a good 5 minutes or so. Just goes to show how easy this is today.
Cabin crew doors automatic cross-check, please.
category reminds you smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilet switch are fitted with smoke detectors. Personal devices should have the fire safe mode feature enabled now. Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must be stowed away safely for takeoff and landing. Please unplug your device from the power sockets for takeoff and landing. They must also be unplugged when not in use during the flight. If you lose your device in your seat, please don't move the seat and inform the cabin crew. Hand baggage must be placed under the seat in front of you or in a locker so it doesn't block the others or exits. Place items in the locker carefully as they may fall out and injure someone. We ask for your full attention whilst the belt is fastened securely, worn whenever the seatbelt signs are on. It is fastened and adjusted like this and opened like this. For your comfort and safety, we recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided and masks like this will appear automatically. If you are wearing a face mask, please remove it before fitting the oxygen mask. Stay in your seats, pull the extra mask towards you, place it over your mouth and nose, breathe normally adjusting the bands to secure it. Please note the bag may not inflate. You may need to pull on leg collar trimmer to release your mask. Make sure your mask is fitted before helping anyone else. Your life jacket is underneath or beside your seats. If required, remove the jacket from its container, pull it over your head, fasten tapes around your waist, tie them securely in a double bow at the side. To inflate, pull the right toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using this mouthpiece. The whistle and light can be used to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. Should we need to evacuate, move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. Low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. Please locate your nearest exit, remember they may be behind you. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High-heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the slides. Please now check that your seat is upright or in the takeoff position with the armrest down, your table folded away, personal devices unplugged, and window blinds are open ready for takeoff.
the most interesting climbs that I've done in an aircraft. Literally took off like a rocket, and very smooth, very smooth. I've had more bumps on a train. That's saying something. Appreciate the view isn't totally brilliant. We are just in a lot of thick cloud cover, and we're above it now. But the engines are spooling away lovely, and we're on our way to Heathrow. Whilst it is, we're now climbing through some clouds again, and there's not much to see outside. It's biscuit time. Probably the most ungracious way anyone has ever eaten a chocolate digestive, but hey ho. Look at it. Seen it so empty. Going to Stafford now, and can't really see much. There's a thick layer of cloud. Also think is crazy is this aircraft today has done flights to Heathrow to Dublin and back, Manchester and back, the and back being the one we're on now, but it's also done a flight to Stockholm and back. These truly are the workhorses of British Airways fleet.
We've got a rough estimated landing time of around about 10:05. Locals, that's about 20 minutes or so. Weather probably hasn't changed much if you checked it about 10 minutes ago. Temperature is showing is 3 degrees, and as you can see, the weather from ourselves, the we do hope you enjoyed the flight with us. When we're on the ground, we've come to a full stop on a Delta sail. Just enjoy the flight.
Outside to review. Got some Revive, Refresh, hand wash and moisturiser, and some aero freshener with bactericide. I've never heard of that word before, so there's something new every day. But yeah, very clean. Good job, BA.
now switched on the fasten seatbelt signs as we shall be landing at London Heathrow. Please now return to your seats, make sure that all your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Customers sitting in a front row seat or in an emergency exit row should place all items in the overhead lockers, leaving the floor area and your seats completely clear. Please ensure that your table is folded away, your seat is in a landing position with the armrest down, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are seated by a window and have lowered the blinds, please return this to the open position for landing. You may continue to use hands and electronic devices. These must be securely placed into your pockets. Laptops must now be switched off and stowed away safely. Please take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit. Please study the safety card in your seat area. In the event of an emergency, leave all hand baggage behind.
Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow. The time has just gone 10:05. Will everyone remain seated until we reach our final parking stand, and then the captain will switch off the seatbelt sign. Please take care once again when opening any overhead locker, as items may have moved and could fall and cause injury. You are now free to switch on all mobile and data using devices. Our ground staff are waiting to meet the flight and will be happy to provide any further assistance you may require. Well, it's been our pleasure looking after you in a short hop from Manchester this evening, and we look forward to seeing you on board British Airways very soon. Thank you and good evening.
Surrender please and cross check.
Hello everyone, Jack from JTW Aviation Images here. I hope you're all well, and thanks once again on behalf of myself and Tom for watching another one of our trip reports. This was a unique experience, I think it's safe to say, with just 19 people on board an A320, including the crew, down to Heathrow. We'd really appreciate a like and subscribe to our channel to be able to give you some more content on a regular basis. We've got some really exciting plans in the pipeline, but to be able to make those a reality, we do need your support. Thanks again, though, for watching another one of our trip reports, and we hope to see you soon.